How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another FIFA 21 video. Tonight I have another late night upload for you guys, and that is due to new cards getting leaked into the game files, and these are Showdown Cards. Now, if you don't remember what the Showdown Cards were, we actually had them in the summer of FIFA 20, and essentially what it was is EA would release an SBC with two different players as the rewards, and it was obviously two teams that were going to be playing against each other. Now, these look like they're Showdown Cards, so we're likely going to get, two players. If Man City and Liverpool were supposed to play, it'd be, say, Firmino and Gabriel Jesus. The winning card would get an upgrade. The losing card would stay the same. So these are it's a really cool concept. And essentially, we're going to talk a little bit more about these, and we're also going to talk about the current state of the market. And then tomorrow, we're going to talk about how to make coins for new players, talking about low budget and all that good stuff. And then, we have Christmas, and then I have a very special Team of the Year episode coming out for you guys on Christmas Day. So make sure you're subscribed. Let's get into it. So these are the official design of the Showdown Cards. Now, the card design actually looks really sick. I'm a big fan of it. Looks like the S is kind of the hint at Showdown. You got a little bit of a, looks like a pitch kind of with a halfway line. And then, a really nice design. This looks like the upgraded card. This would be the non-upgraded card. So a really nice difference and change in the card. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's going to be really cool. And, it seems a lot of people, are a big fan of it. I really like Showdown because, it was fun. All the content that we get, anything interactive with, and live with, real sports, I think is always a good, win in EA's book. It's just fun. And it brings a lot more, I guess it brings a lot more, just more fun into the game, I guess I'm trying to say. And as well as market content too, because then you have links flying up as well to link the showdowns with the upgrades and all this other stuff. So it really is a fun time. Now, today we got the brand new Team of the Week. And, the Team of the Week came out. A few of the cards were a little bit different than we were expecting, but for the most part, we kind of knew. Suarez got in, like we said. Henderson over Firmino. Is there a chance that, Firmino gets the Liverpool Freeze SBC tomorrow? We'll have to wait and see. But, really decent Team of the Week, I'd say. There are a few cards that really look good. I'm a big fan of this Theo Hernandez. I think he's an absolutely sick card. And he's definitely probably the best one to get if you are to get rewards. I mean, the guy is nearly Hullet Gang. And, he's got 97 pace and he's a left back. Really nice stats, obviously 3-star, but, at left back, this is a really nasty card. I'm a big fan of this one, and I hope, myself that I can get him in. Looking at a card like Kimpembe, he looks really sick as well. 100k right now. I think his price is a little bit too expensive. I think he will come down as we get more and more supply into the game. Same thing with Theo, but, a really nice card. Levandoski gets another card. He finally has over 80 pace, meaning this card is going to become more and more usable as we get closer. Now, 250k on PS, 300k on Xbox. Really, when you see a gap with Xbox being much higher than PlayStation, usually it means there's room for a potential gap up on PlayStation. Now, be careful, obviously, with more supply coming tomorrow. With rewards, there is obviously that chance that this could drag both prices down, but, we're looking at, the price of 300k, we're looking at a 50k gap right now. And I just think that, the consoles will kind of meet maybe halfway. Scott McTominay, this card, I mean, he looks decent. I personally wouldn't use him, but, there's going to be obviously a lot of hype around this guy. He is Manchester United, and there's a lot of hype around him. He's about 16k on PlayStation, 26k on Xbox. Personally, I'm staying away from this card regardless at these prices. He's just too expensive. And, yes, I know, GGMU and all that, but I'm just not a big fan of it. He clearly has limited supply on Xbox, price being that high. When Xbox hits a little bit of supply, I have a feeling that, this card will come down and meet him at about 15k. And, I mean, realistically, usually our 82 discard informs don't do too well, and the reason for that is that there's just no demand. The cards usually aren't good enough, and McTominay, he's got decent links, but it's just pure hype that's keeping his card up. The rest of the market looks pretty decent. Taking a look at Dembele and St. Maximin are two huge cards. About 1.3 mil, 1.4. He's still ridiculously high. Again, not too much supply, but you know, with rewards tomorrow, we might see this card come down a little bit during rewards, and then I'm gonna imagine there's gonna be a lot of buying as we get some coin injection coming into the market with rewards. But again, a lot of people saving rewards for Team of the Year and stuff now, so it's just a matter of how much. I think the price will stay fairly flat, a little bit of a dip at rewards, but then I think it'll move up heading into the weekend. And then St. Maximin, Extinct on PlayStation. Now, for me, I would stay away. Don't snipe this guy at, you know, at this Extinct price. This is really risky. I don't think he goes much higher. You can see on Xbox, he's 200k under that price. Xbox likely has less supply too, so I would really be careful. Definitely, if you have this card, take your profit on him if you have profit, or if you did snipe at 1.3, you know, you have to make sure that you are on exactly when that price range updates, if it ever does, and I just don't think it will, being that his Xbox price is still a significant amount lower, and, you know, it's just, it's a very risky move. Now, I believe he was on the market, he really hasn't been on the market too much for PlayStation, so I don't know. I would be careful with that card. Personally, I don't value him at over 1.3 mil. There is things that are wrong with that card, and you know, there's a reason why he's 86 overall. Now the gold market, you know, taking a look at the golds, they haven't really moved too much. Again, we saw a little bit of a pump up on these cards, you know, from, you know, earlier this weekend to now. That's good. I think golds will continue to do well. They might dip a little bit, you know, and I don't know if we're gonna get a brand new team. I just don't. There's no teasers yet. If we are to get a brand new promo team for Christmas, we'll obviously have to wait and see. Now, we did get showdowns, obviously, but showdown is usually an SBC type of thing where, you know, you do an SBC and pick a reward on who you think is going to win. I don't see them making this kind of like a pack promo at all. You know, we did get another freeze team, but it was only 5 players. You know, we do have Road to the Finals still out, but again, is there really much demand for it at the moment? I don't know. Personally, I really have no idea what EA are going to release, but we will likely get a loading screen tomorrow if there is going to be something to get. Now, Neymar's price, you know, a card that still has no special cards, surprisingly at this point in the game. He's continuing to drop down, and this is likely going to happen with more alternatives coming out. Obviously, we got St. Maximin, we got Dembele, these cards that can be moved into Neymar's position in game. So this is obviously going to take a little bit of a hit on his card. Now, if we get any more really good left mids, you could see his price continue to go down. And, you know, there's just a lot of alternatives coming into the game. What really killed Neymar's price, in my opinion, this week, the reason why he hasn't gone up like Mbappe and Varane and stuff like that, is because we had, you know, 2 5-star skillers come into the game this week. And I think this kind of halted and flattened Neymar's price out because, you know, now that's 2 new guys that are very good and probably just as usable as Neymar is right now. So that is my reasoning on why, you know, that card hasn't moved around too much. The current, you know, Index 100, again, it's tough to judge with the current, you know, cards and the current fodder prices, but, you know, a little bit of a downtrend into tonight. We're down a little bit, you know, from yesterday. Looking at the daily graph, you know, a slight dip here. I don't know why that's caused. I'd imagine a lot of fodder came down, it looks like. And this is obviously going to happen, but, you know, that pretty much wraps up the market watch. Again, Showdown should be really cool. I'm excited to see what it is and what comes from it. But, you know, with that being said, that'll wrap up the video. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a thumbs up. Stay tuned for tomorrow on Christmas Eve. We will be dropping a kind of Christmas upload. You know, talking about how we can make coins, you know, low budget methods and stuff like that for people who are rather new. And then on, you know, Christmas Day, I will be dropping a Team of the Year investment guide for you guys. Team of the Year is coming soon, man. It's gonna be here really fast. But like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.